amazing leader, our mentor, our child of God, super amazing Ennie Branson from America. Please say
all right. How is everybody? I'm always very interactive. The more lively you are, it's all about energy, right? Because this class is not a regular class. This is a class for actually multi-millionaire, right? Who is the multi-millionaire? Okay. Raise up your hand and just, go crazy. This is the time when you you can turn on your microphone and just say, I am it. I'm the one. Make some noise. Okay, you can make some noise.
I am one. Me.
Only one person. Only one person? Only one person. Is this a multi-millionaire or is this just like observer? I am. Okay, me. Okay.
I am a multimillionaire.
All right. Who's saying that? Is that Gregory? Who is it? Who is just saying that I'm the multimillionaire? Ladies and gentlemen, you can actually unmute and say something because there are times you don't have to be quiet. This is the time to make some noise because what? The more you are excited, the more your coach are willing to give more. So you do not have your face on. Can you just turn on your microphone and say, be excited, clap and say, I'm ready. Are you ready to be the next multi-millionaire of AFC?
I'm ready. Bali ready.
Only Shinta, I'm on the Bushido. All right, yes, I'm ready.
On the way, Bushido, Ennie.
Yes. Okay. Guys, I'm always normally offline. If you offline, you are going to be jumping up and down, right? But
I'm ready.
Yeah, because we have maybe the either the sound or you're not used to it. But in the future, when I do this is just basic skill, right? Can everybody understand me? Number one, and because the crowd is a mixed crowd, they are Indonesian learning to speak English, right? And then they are really American, right? And they are UK, our good friend from UK. Is my okay? Am I talking clearly enough, or am I too fast? If I'm too fast, let me know because I'm always on fire, right? Okay. Type. You are too quiet. You know what I mean? If you are too quiet, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the introduction like the LOP. This is actually a class. If you want, if you, I don't know whether you understand or not. There's only 2 to 5% richest people in the world, right? And everything is about energy. You don't have to be smart. You just have to you just have to know about energy, right? Because those energy are the one the positive energy are the one that brings in the money, right? So now I want to test whether we are in the same frequency. That's why I cannot go because you are too quiet. It's not just listen to what I say. I'm saying you do not have to have your Sinta, can you look for check for me? Are they actually have their microphone? Are the microphone muted or are they on?
Most of them are muted.
Okay, they need to listen because what, to be successful, you need to listen. The skill to be successful in this business, whatever in the multi-level marketing is just listen and listen and apply. You need to follow instruction, right? My instruction is number 1. Okay. Oh, Scarlett says mixed language. Scarlett, is she an Indonesian or is she American or what? Why is it mixed language? I'm speaking pure English right now. I mean, is she Indonesian? Okay. Okay, so there are some Indonesian. Okay. I'm going to speak Indonesian also. Bisa tolong buka mikrofonnya, buka mikrofonnya, ya. Nanti kalau saya katakan apa kabar, how are you, and you say what? When I said how are you guys, the answer is what?
Luar biasa.
Luar biasa.
Good.
In English,
Luar
is
biasa. Good.
Good.
oh my Lord.
Let's go, Ennie. Let's go.
Let's go. I said Paris.
Let's
Hey, ladies
go.
and gentlemen, we have actually a millionaire over here. Like, you know, I mean, don't, it's no joke, right?
Millionaire. Let's go, Ennie.
And laughing probably.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
Ennie.
No worries.
Multi-millionaire.
No worries.
Amen. I receive. Okay, we're gonna. It's okay. Okay, dahsyat luar biasa. Okay. They're used to, like, you know, not as crazy yet, but we're gonna build you. The next training will be on the personal development, which is like powerful communication. I will set the ground for that. Okay, but let's go now. Who are here for the first time? May I know who are here for the first time? My mix spoiled. Oh my Lord, this is amazing. As long as you're on fire, okay? Okay, if you are like, you know, you're not comfortable with saying anything yet, but your fingers has to move, okay? The excitement has to be there. Okay, who is joining us for the first time? Just type I, me, it is I, you know what I mean? Right. So welcome to the first ever training in English, right? Congratulations. A big clap to all of you. Do you realize that you are a legend, right? Legenda, right? You are all a legend. You know, remember Shinta? Do you remember in the past when a new country opens, right? Isn't that exciting? We are still like blurred. We don't know what's going on. Like me, like, you know, and I remember my first event, right? I did not know, I mean, and how I knew about multi-level, because, you know, in my whole life, from my sad story, marriage didn't work out in America, right? I would never think that today, like, you know, I mastered this network marketing, right? Who would ever think? I thought that I'll be married, you know, to an older guy, you know, and be happy for the rest of my life. You know, turned out that it's not that case. I have to work very hard, very depressed husband, working 2 jobs. I was like skinny, all skinny and bone. Look at that. I need to lose some weight, right? And then, you know, I have to, like, you know, I don't know whether you heard my story, but in the last one, I was sharing, like, when I came home to Indonesia, I have no choice, because, like, I was depressed. I was in, the last state was in San Diego. I have to fly home 5 months pregnant, and I do not even have money to give birth. You know, to give birth in Indonesia is so cheap. It was like only like, what, $90. Can you imagine it? $90. I do not have the money to give birth. It's only $60 or $90, right? So I was just like trying to survive, and I was looking for a job. I got a job in like a hypermart, you know what I mean? Like in America, what do you call it? Like Walmart, whatever, right? And I was like the senior management there. And then 3 years later, the company sent me to Jakarta. In Jakarta, what happened? I was homesick because, you know, to meet my son, it takes I can only meet him every 3 months, like, you know, and nobody knows how to be strong until you have to be strong, right? So I have to be strong. I look tough, but, you know, when nobody's watching, I'll be crying, like, you know what I mean? I mean, I think, like, you know, I mean, everybody type here, type and says, everything happened for a reason, type, right? And type, nothing is coincidence. So today you are here, also nothing is coincidence, right? Tidak ada yang kebetulan. Why? This could be answer to your prayers, right? Now, if you are willing to listen, right? Sometimes, you know, God is have a sense of humor, right? I mean, before at that time, I didn't even know God yet. You know, I was an unbeliever, but beside the point, I was like telling God, God, it's not fair. Like, I mean, I've never hurt anyone. I've always been kind. Why? Why do I have to go through all this, blah, 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 blah. But I think like, God actually answer my prayer. I was looking like, at that time I was in a mall, but I said, tell this story, right? So I was in a mall in December. Can you imagine? My mom, I have enough money to buy air tickets for my son was only, I think, 2 years old. So my mom has been taking care of him since he was born, right? I have to leave him because I have no choice but to work. So here in Jakarta, I wasn't in a multi-level marketing yet. Yes, everything happened for a reason, right? Now, sometimes like, it takes only one word to change your life. Today, if let's say you give it all out, you just and you apply what I share, hopefully like your life will never be the same, right? It's all about, listening and putting it in action and how hungry you are, right? Sometimes people are just like, not taking any action. So nothing changed. You know what I mean? To change your life, you need to change first, right? Change your mindset. Like I was in the past, like the last session, change your mindset. Your mindset has to be rich, then the riches will come. Now, money, like, I remember my mentor, multi-millionaire, Uber Angel says like, when money comes, you're not ready, the money will run. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they are not ready because the money comes to them. Money is there to measure your value. But you say, come, money, come. I want to be a multi-millionaire. But when the money comes, you're not ready, the money runs. So you need to be ready. So when the money comes, you can actually like, receive it just like that. So at the time, like I said, a young guy. So this is how earlier Faris was asking me, is this just an investment or you need to speak to people or recruit? You need to, because this business is basically like, you build relation, right? You build relation. People don't join you because of AFC. Like, I'm so blessed that, like people, I have so many friends and family, like, from Indonesia, from my previous company. And now I have amazing family, the JGIM, right? So people actually join you, right? They do not join the company or because of you are the top salesperson or because you look beautiful or you look handsome. No, right? Beside the point. Well, there are people who does that. Remember Shinta? Eric Depp was so handsome, right? I saw a lot of Indonesian girls fall. They sign up for the wrong thing because they see him so gorgeous, right? They sign up and then, just to be near him. I said, that's the biggest mistake. You do not mix business with pleasure, right? Business is business. You have to be professional and because you need to have integrity. You know what I mean? Your personal life, nobody cares. You just like, nobody wants, you take care of it, but you need to actually like, if you want to go up to that level where you are like, people, because in this business, you do not hire anyone, right? This is a very unique business where everyone is in here. Like, it could be like a politician under you, right? We have seen like, the governor of, I don't know what town, actually in AFC for the products. And then he start to share. But of course, if there's a governor, whatever, they have ego, like they do not want to look as though like, they want the business. They will say, okay, I will get my assistant, but they are also general. They are doctors. There are like more than 5,000 doctors in this company. Why? Doctors doesn't just join a multi-level marketing company. Now, why is that? Because AFC is not a multi-level marketing company, right? It doesn't start out that way. If you Google, you look for AFC Japan, right? Asayama Family Club, you will find out that this company is actually a pharmacy. It's very unique, right? Normally, if it is a multi-level company, they design the product especially like, just for the multi-level. But this company is unique because for 50 years, it is just the biggest, the best, the oldest pharmacy in Japan. You can actually Google it. It is in Shizuoka, right? So they are already very well known. They are listed, this company is listed in Tokyo Stock Exchange, right? They have actually 20,000 range of products. If you know of SK2, a lot of people say, oh, SK2 is just a brand, but what they do not know, SK2 is actually produced in AFC, right? But it doesn't say AFC because this company asked Japan to AFC to produce it, and then they use the name SK2, right? You know, I finally understood what that is because, like, you know, when the multi-millionaire mentor was sharing with us, he talked about white label and private label, right? So there are people who actually ask you to produce, like, you know, you are producing that products, but, you know, they actually generate a name and they sell your product, something like that, right? So, and then they make a lot of money out of that. So now in AFC, like, you know, and SK2 is not, it's only 85%. The serum is only 85%, but we have Hanamai, which is 100%, even much better. And AFC give it to you free. You know, it's amazing, this company, right? So, so when after I find out about the young guy, actually now this is what we do too. You never know when you meet your key person. It's like, you know, the out of it's 80-20 rule, right? If you look at AFC, the branch Indonesia, the multi-level marketing, if now I'm not going to talk about that because I already spoke about that in the opportunity meeting, right? But we're not going to talk about that. But if you look at it, normally in AFC right now, there's only 1 million members. I've been in a company where in 20 years, the membership is already in like, what, in 20 years, it's already like 100 countries, right? Even in 20 years, there are more new people signing up in Indonesia, and there are millions of members, right? So AFC, in 4 years, this is the branch, the 7 brands. AFC is all over the world, but the branch in Indonesia is very unique. It is especially the first one, the first country that's doing it in like, you know, networking. Networking beats. Give a clap to AFC. Japan was shocked. At first, they reject. You see, that's why you do not type. Never type and says, do not run from rejection, right? Do not run from rejection, because rejection basically is like, you know, if you understand rejection, people do not reject you, but we take it personal, right? When they say no, it doesn't mean no. When they say no, it's on auto, because human beings are on auto. Like when you are like on a traffic jam, like in America, they have like, you know, the homeless, I'm hungry, please help me. Or Indonesia, they just do this, like, you know. And but do you know the homeless in Indonesia are one of the richest one, because, like, you know, they keep staying there for the whole day, every day. They know no, and then somebody will give them, right? And then they have like one big bag of money, and then, oh my Lord, they are making more than, like, you know, I mean, there are people there. The homeless are actually making $10,000 or $5,000, right? Just like doing this, right? So no means yes, right? Now you have to because I already understand about this. In your mind, every time you speak to people, you have to just have faith and believe this person is in. It's just a matter of time, right? As long as you follow up on them. Okay, so the guy actually, back to the store, the guy was actually holding like a small printed out, like, you know, like business card. There's a business card, and they put just open up new country, looking for part-time 5,000, full-time 10,000. I'm like, wow, is this a new job? Not bad, American company, you know what I mean? But that got me in, you know, but I did not think that the guy was serious at that time. That is like, now this is two. Number one, in AFC, you actually speak to people that you know. After that is all depleted, then you speak to strangers, right? But because this guy is actually a young guy from Australia, he doesn't know anybody, so he has to like, you know, walk to, like, you know, he's look for expensive shop. Not that I'm rich, I was so poor, I did not have anything, but they were looking at my sisters and my brother-in-law. They were like wearing like all those branded, like, you know, like Gucci, Versace, like, you know, but they do not speak English. So my sister said, who's this like bald guy, you know, like what is he talking about? I answered. Turned out I got in, and then now I understood. Because he actually talked to so many people, and so many people sign up with him, like I think more than 200, 300, only one left, me. And I become one of the top, like, you know, one of the top, you know, top 10 And then after that, like more and more leadership or like, the presidents are born, right? One of the legend actually in Indonesia, something like that. So, you never know, like you will hit. And then I found out like for him though, the father has been like signing up a lot of people. For him, I am the first one he spoke to. He got so lucky, he looked down, up and down at me. I was like wearing like, like secondhand clothes, but I was hungry. I need freedom, to feed my son, you know what I mean? And then I want the freedom for me, right? So, okay, we're going to go in. This is not going to be very long. Now, first, because just as the first thing is people have fear of objection. How to handle objection? Or how, I did not put, it's supposed to be how to defeat your objection, right? Defeat objection or rejection. But let's go to the first slide. All right. That's just the intro earlier. Okay, so attitude is a choice, right? So if you want to be successful, right? You start out like for me, like, we are trained actually like at Wanda, Paris, whatever. We are trained at Antoine. 6 a.m. in the morning, you wake up because that's the time when you command the day, like, you speak blessing, like, you got to be smiling, right? So if you do that every morning, can you imagine a lot of people are on auto when they wake up, oh, I hate Monday, and then the alarm sounds and they are already in bad mood. They do not pray, you know what I mean? And then you know what? If that thing happens, the whole day will be a mess. But just imagine you wake up 6 a.m. like, oh, whatever, you call out the day and say that whatever blessings I command the morning to give, whatever God has, the blessings has been given today, I commanded it to give me the blessings. What happened? I'm happy, I'm special. You start to do that. I'm happy and special. I'm beautiful. I'm powerful. I'm rich. I'm unstoppable. You know what happened? The whole day will be like that. Now, is it too difficult to understand? Right? So you start your day like that. You need to smile, right? So smile, and smile starts from what? Your mind. Whatever you think comes through your mouth, and what becomes your habit becomes your character, and your character becomes your destiny, right? Because whatever you say is actually whatever think and say is actually like a prayer. Okay, next slide, please. Now, am I talking too fast? Okay, you did not choose AFC. You are chosen as ambassador or gift giver. Okay, so when you are a gift giver, people who already sign up, when you are a gift giver, now you are not, your attitude changed because now you are not trying to sell. People are so afraid to sell because they are afraid that people will reject them. But if you regard this, you are a gift giver. When you are giving, right? That means, wow, if they reject my gifts, no problem. Like, somebody will want it. Like, I basically pray, God, who can I bless today? Bring the people I need to help today. So if they reach for me and I know that, you know what, that person is the one. Like, like Shinta, she surrendered herself, right? She's like, Ennie, help me. There's another Lisa, it's the same thing. Like, people are reaching out to me. I said, oh, okay, that means this is the person that I need to help. Okay, next slide, please. So I put my glasses. I might look young, but my eyes is not young. To do laser my eyes. But if you do, now let's say, okay, it's very important, right? You always, like, you are always around people who are what? Who are the same as you, have the same vision. Some people say, oh, okay, don't make it a habit. Oh, there will be recording. I'm not going to be in this training. It doesn't work that way. Energy, actually, the transfer of energy is more powerful when it is live, right? Like, just like your handphone, right? My question is, if you do not, okay, type. If you do not type your handphone, if you do not charge your handphone for a day, what will happen? Okay, be interactive and answer. What will happen to your handphone? Die, right? The same thing. You cannot say that, okay, I'm just going to do a recording. Okay, charge my handphone. No, right? You need to charge it to the source, right? You need to be around that energy. They did so if you do not for a month, see, it's like that when you're new, you're excited, but then you go out and oh, Ennie says, that I need to speak to 5 people a day. And then, out of that 5, all reject you because the numbers is 10. 1 will say yes, for instance, right? And then you just reach the 5. Every day you start at 5, right? You not go to 10. And all those 5 reject you. Only the 3rd day, then the 12th person says yes, right? You say, oh, this doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? And then soon, from that, nice like this, like me, because I just washed my hair and with the glasses, what that look like me. My son is being like, teasing me and saying that, Mommy, you look like Edna. I'm like, no, Edna. Cleopatra kayak gitu loh, Edna pula. You know what I mean? So now, if let's say you keep facing problems, like, problems after problems, what will happen? 1 week to 30 days later, if you do not keep searching, if you do not keep connecting yourself, like, to like, training, stuff like that, you will look like that. Look at that. Just like, like Einstein, with the hair, like, you never charge your battery. You will be, if you are around too many negative people, your battery will be down. So there's only 2 energy, like I was sharing, negative and positive. If you're around negative energy, it brings you pain, illness, poverty, right? So you need to be always around positive energy, right? Yes. Oh, about the eyes. Yes. Keenan is there. Love you, Keenan. Okay. Next slide, please. Wow. Next slide. Yes. Now, see, you do not have to be great to start, right? A lot of people say, oh, no, I'm not good. No, like me, I understood, like, I might not be great right now, but I need to start, right? I need to start. Doesn't matter, like, if you start now or later, but best now, right? You do not have to be great. You just have to start. You need, like, greatness start from a small step, right? So remember, like I was saying, like, you have to watch your thoughts. Here's the thing though, like, whatever you say, the reason why, have you ever seen people like, if two compare, like you have a neighbor and then the neighbor look like with the, look like somebody who is not that smart, right? But there's one who is like so smart, like, a genius. But we say, yes, this, but the one who is not that smart always, everything always happen for him. The other one doesn't happen. You know why? Because there are people who just say the words, yes, I'm going to be multi-millionaire. I'm the one. It is I. But the it is I, there's another voice, right? Even right now, when you're listening to me, if I say, okay, type, who is the next multi-millionaire? And you say, it is I, you type. Because you're just like, following other people. It is I, but your heart doesn't say so. Behind your mind, there's another voice that said, nah, really? Will this really work? Nah, maybe it's not for me, right? Be honest. Now, which one, like, my spiritual dad always say like this, he say that God always answer your prayer before even you pray. I'm like, now I understand. Oh, yeah, right. Because before we pray on the back, today is not a good day. Nothing works for me. And then we pray, God, please bless me. I want to be multi-millionaire. Which one do you think will happen for you? Of course, today is a bad day. Nothing works for me, right? So you need to watch your thoughts because they become your words. Watch your words, it becomes your action. What your action becomes your habit. What your habit, it becomes your character. And your character becomes your destiny, right? That's how it happens. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now, so remember, your mind will always believe everything you feed it. So that's why it's very important, like how I face life today. Before, everything I absorb, negative, positive. Now I choose. You can choose every day. If there's a catalog, bad, I don't want to see it. Good, yes, you can choose, okay, I don't want to look at this page. Like, your mind will always believe everything you tell it. So you need to feed it with hope, feed it with truth, and feed it with love. So how you get love? You look at pictures, you look at, like, listen to everything that is full of love. So love will come to you. You know what I mean? So if you become what you feed your mind with, you feed your mind every day with drama, bad news, negativity, right? Choose. You want to feed your mind with that, or you want to feed it with your dreams, like, with your discipline, with your positivity. Okay? Whatever you feed, will grow, right? Okay, next slide, please.
I am loved. I'm comfortable. I am enough. I am brave. I am kind. I am worthy. I am strong. I'm beautiful. It's going to be a great day.
All right. So do that. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, God actually create the world with the word, right? So if you start your day, whatever you want your day to happen, like, you just say, okay, today's going to be a great day. Today, wow, I walked there. I want that thing. It belongs to me. And things will happen just like that because of your belief, right? So it's very important to start your day like that. Like, when you are like that, believe me, your life will never be the same, right? You can choose positive or negative. Next slide, please. Okay, now, why am I talking about all that? Now, just likewise, right? Likewise, to be successful in AFC, day 1 to 30, use the products, right? It takes time. You need to create a habit. Use the product, right? Get the results, wear the results on you. How do you wear the results? Well, when you say, oh, I have no health problem, well, your skin will glow. You sleep better, right? Or your bowel movements are better. Your skin is better. And then, it's just the basic. Remember, you need to use your product. This is not sales. We share our story. So with business like this, with AFC, which is a pharmacy or product based, even the product is actually a gift, right? We do not sell it. That's the greatest part. So you don't have to worry about selling. You basically, when you sign up, you get your free product to try, and then you give sample to people that you love to try, and they will say yes, because they know that you're not trying to sell anything to them. Try selling, they will run. Okay, so you use the products, wear the results on you, talk passionately, right? It doesn't matter what you say, but and how you say that these people are attracted to their energy, right? But you cannot fake it. You just have to be genuine. You know what I mean? Because people know when you're fake. You know what I mean? People if you do it daily, day 1 to 30, repeat it again. Just like when you build muscle, right? You build muscle, it takes 90 days. And like now, I do not do much exercise. I have to start all over again, right? So step in the direction, no matter how small, will build a momentum. Do it every day. Small steps that you can do. Okay, I cannot do 5, Miss Annie. Okay, do 1. Commit. How many people do you want to help? Okay, I want to help 3 people. So that means if you want to help 3 people a day, you might have to speak to 10 people, because out of 10 people, 2 will say yes immediately, right? The other 10. So there's a ratio. If you speak to 10 people, 2 immediately will say yes. Just like when you're playing that, that roll dice, right? You know for sure. Who knows? Work with me. Who knows that number 6 will always come up? Say, I do. Who is sure that number 6 will always come up? Right. When, right? So if you roll the dice once a day, I do not know when is the number 6 going to come out. It might be like on the 10th day, right? But if you keep rolling the dice, right? 10 times, 20 times, until I'm not going to stop today until I find this number 6. You will see the number 6, it will come out. Same. Like, if you're looking for that key person, you have to tell us, I'm not going home until I'm able to help one person. Then I can have the luxury to sleep. I always tell the team, I said, don't you dare sleep, right? They know if they are in the leadership with the club, the $10,000 club. I said, but nowadays, I'm slack. I did not tell them. So they just do whatever they want, right? I said, do not sleep until you produce, until you actually have 10 pairing. 10 pairing is just like, you just have 5 ruby. When you have that, not now though, if new person, you need to build that up, right? But if you are already in certain level where you're in like samurai, whatever running, they understood without that 10 pairing, don't sleep. Because that 10 pairing equivalent to what? That's how you make after 30 days, you make your $10,000, right? That, your target, if you are not committed, if you are not you do not have the intention to do it, you will never hit it. That's why you need to tell yourself, I am not gonna, doesn't matter if If you can make your $10,000, I don't care. If you can make your 10,000 in 10 days, your job is done. But if you have not reached your 10,000 that you want, don't stop. That's how it is, right? Okay, next slide, please. Okay, now we're gonna, of course, like, you know, I mean, talking about all this, just like every success, right? Do you know that successful people who has been rejected before? Type. Okay, let's play. Who has been rejected before? Are you doesn't matter if it is not a business. Are you rejected? Who reject you? Okay. Okay, Grace, who have rejected you before? Keenan, who have rejected you before? It could be personal. Oh, okay. My daughter reject me. I said, let's go to the park. She said no. Okay, type. Who have been who has gone through rejection and what type of rejection? Play with me. Okay. Type it out. I saw only 3 people typing. Business. Okay, old friend reject you. You see that? You see? Now, if let's say you are not interactive at all, you know, that means you're not plugged in, right? The more interactive you are, the more you get. My son. Okay. Okay, Grace, how did your son, Monica, how did your son reject you? What did he say?
I don't want to eat.
That's right. I don't want to eat, right? But you know that what is it that he's rejected? What kind of food? Normally it's not is it a healthy food?
Normally the healthy food that I make him, he don't
Okay.
want.
But if you keep saying, he said, no, try it. He might be a bit upset. No, try, it's good for you. After the 5th time, open your mouth. If you do not open your mouth, I'm going to keep saying it. Try, eat it, eat it. Do you think that he will open his mouth?
Yeah, he will.
Even though he's a bit upset, but you know, after a while, start to tell him, look, this is good for you. No, mommy. No, it is good for you, right? Otherwise, you know, curfew, you're not going up, right? He's a bit upset, but in the long term, you actually like, you know, drill into his head. It is good for him, right? So it's like that. No, 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 no. If you not stop, it's going to be yes. Okay. Okay. Next slide, please. All right. Remember, right? In prospecting, in like, you know, what is prospecting? Okay. How do I do this business? Well, this is AFC is basically like, you know, this is you invest in a franchise, like, you know, to join a franchise, like, you know, regular retail costs you a lot of money, minimum $100,000 to $200,000, right? Now with AFC Indonesia, AFC in other countries, right? It's all retail based. They need to spend a lot of money to open up the outlet, right? Thank God AFC Indonesia, you know, God actually open the door. Nobody has to do that, right? I'm so thankful that, you know, God actually direct me there and it was prophesied, right? But like, you know, in this kind of business, right, is people related. And basically, if you want, like, you know, you want to enroll people to join your partners, right? You do not keep talking. The key is you have to understand nobody cares about how much you know until they know how much you care, right? I've seen people as anyone to join you, you know, because I've seen you, I like, you know, your character, whatever, like your energy, whatever, and they know that, you know, I'm not taking them in because I want to sell them something, you know. Main thing is like, you know, how can I help them, right? So remember, do not talk too much, learn to listen and always ask questions. What is it that you want? So that's the first question. No matter who they are, you put in front of me, I will ask them, hi, I'm da. So may I know why are you looking into this? What is it that you truly want? Right? And let them talk. So, and then once they talk, you know, I mean, it's very simple. There's always 3 categories of people, right? In AFC, in whatever. There are people like, you know, like this kind of business. Number 1, they just want the products. They just want to be healthy. Like when people are sick, right? Let's say for Shinta at that time, she would not be interested to talk, listen to bonus and Bushido, you know, like $10,000. She doesn't care, you know? So I know enough that, oh, Ennie, you know, I'm so like, you know, when I talked to her, she wasn't even listening, not because she doesn't love me or care about me, but I know she's she's not feeling good and she's probably taking a lot of medication, right? And she did not even tell me that she was bleeding, like, until later. Oh, and oh my Lord. I said, I said, okay, you need to try this product. I'm going to send it to you, right? So after she tried, she said, what? I said, I'm not going to talk to you right now. You don't make sense. I said, go and take the products, right? I'll just tell you how to take the products, okay? Day and night, okay? Try this out, and then I'll follow up on you. How do you feel? But then she got interested. I said, okay, and I show her, like, wow, this will help you. Like, I mean, I told her I wasn't bleeding, but I have a cyst that is like 5 centimeters, and the doctors asked me to actually do the operation, right? And Shinta was like, told me, I'm like, what? The size of a like baby, is it baby head, Shinta? The size of a head of a baby. I'm like, oh, that is huge, right? I said, okay. For me, I said, I tried for 6 months. It says the therapy is minimum 6 months, but I was taking the product like crazy, like, thank God. I said, praise God, after 6 months, from danger, to normal, right? So try it. But I'm very honest to her. I did not promise her, oh, you're going to be healed. I said, look, try it. The best thing is just try it. Like, if the magical happens, and pray. I said, pray, right? So, but because it's that big, I said, maybe you might have to go for the surgery. But with the surgery, though, you will heal faster because of the regeneration. And she said, okay, send me. I said, she tried, right? You try. And then after that, she decided to go with the diamond. Not for the business. Can you imagine? I said, Ennie, I'm like, okay, just take the product first. My main concern is you be healthy. Then let's talk about other things, right? But today, I'm so thankful. Look at her. She's glowing. She's healthy. She becomes more beautiful. And she's an amazing leader. Look at her. Like, I mean, in England, like, like one day, all of us, like, we are used to not sleeping, like waking up at 2, like crazy hours. But, Shinta has been like, and a lot of you, congratulations. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed to be surrounded by wonderful, amazing people, right? And look at her. She's been like translating, like everybody's like, what can I do? What can I do? And she's been like on and on. And I can figure this woman is going to be a Bushido, right? She's going to be the leader in UK, watch out, UK. So like, remember, learn to be a good listener to defeat the objection. How can you defeat? If you keep talking, especially when people, you keep talking and you're like, that is a sign that they're like, when is this woman gonna stop, right? So you need to watch for, do not talk more than necessary. Like, I mean, I used to be like, even today, like, my mentor says, Ennie, you talk too much. Oh my Lord, how much more do I have to cut? You know what I mean? Because when you talk too much, you can talk like this. I have to talk because I need to coach, right? But they're like, when you do prospecting, it's like, prospecting doesn't mean like, oh, hi, do you know about AFC? There are people like that, like Kiasu, you know what I mean? Kiasu, like the minute you call, hi, do you know about AFC? No, but oh, I'm busy, boom, but right? So prospecting is basically like finding out, care to find out about that person, right? Like, how are you doing? I mean, long time no see. Let me, how are you lately? How's your family? How's your daughter? How's your business? Let them talk. Okay, I want to share. Okay. Like, and then when they say, but what about you? Then you start to talk, you know what I mean? But if you already thought, no more conversation. They are like blank, gone, right? So we are highly paid to be problem solver. You have to understand, like, the reason why you are paid so high is because you put value in the market. The more people you help, the more objection you solve. So actually problem is good, right? If there's no problem, nobody will look for AFC. Like, we see the sales goes right real high when COVID is rising, right? And then like, we are like reaping a lot of new members and leaders because what? During the COVID time, the lockdown, like, shops are closed. Shops are closed. Nobody can work. For instance, like, for this, it's very simple, like, look, today, I'm not very educated. I have to admit that. But, like, I have this. I do not even know, like, a lot of features. I do not know how to do this. Like, if I can go on Zoom like this, but Shinta is amazing. She can do this and that. I'm like, I only know how to lock on. But from here, like, I do not know how to set up Zoom with people, but I can get people who are smart to set up the Zoom, right? But I can use the call, isn't it? At that time, I'm not going to be stopped by anything. Distance is not a barrier. I need to reach my target. Like, I need to prove this before I enroll my friends, because I'm the type of leader that, I need to be in the front line. Like, let the bullet hit me and I learn how to win the game first. Then I said, clear, let's go. This is clear. So, you don't run from the problem. Like, if people say object you, that means, I have something here that I need to find solution. So when people object you, it's not that they object you, they have questions or they're not ready. But sooner or later, they'll be ready. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, please remind me if, like, say, I'm over the time, right? Okay, so the objections, ladies and gentlemen, are always the same, right? Our mentor says 30 objections. After, like, they do the research, the Doraemon, they found out there's only 15 questions, right? The questions are all the same. The objection, like, if all you need to do is, this is like copycat. You just have to copy, like, just adjust the situation and you are fine. You know what I mean? Don't run from the objection. Don't run from the rejection, or like people saying no to you, but listen to what is not spoken. What is it that they want? What is it that they are trying to say, right? So number one, they say, I don't like this kind of multi-level business thing. Is this a pyramid or whatever, right? And I said, don't argue with them. A lot of people may say, oh, it's from MLM, blah, blah, blah. The minute you argue, you lost, right? So you need to listen to them and say, oh, okay, it's okay. Can I ask you, why is it that you don't like it? They might have like bad experience with it, right? They might have like people chasing after them. There are a lot of people. So what I'm going to let you know is, please do not do that. Like, this is not the kind of business like, hey, please sign up with me. No, don't cheapen yourself. Like, we are consultant, you know what I mean? Like, be attractive. You just have to like, like the butterfly, be as attractive as the butterfly, like, so that, like, the flower just has to bloom, right? So that the butterfly will be attracted to you, right? So what are people attracted to? People are attracted, number one, with your attitude, right? They have to see that you are leading by example in your life, right? There's something good that they can follow, isn't it? So, and they say, oh, I don't know. Okay, find out. What is it that, why is it? I hear you. I was the same. People are coming in a similar situation, right? And then when you said, I was the same, I got it. But AFC, can I, before you even say that, you said that, credit, I was selling a lot. Yes, made pretty good money before laid off. Okay. All right. Yeah. Being rejected by prospect is okay. Rejection means it is good. Every time somebody rejects me, I said, no problem. But I know they will sign up, when they are ready. It's always like that, right? They said that Muzida, like, okay, so MLM is what? Miracle through sharing. Miracle through your mouth, sharing, right? MLM, isn't it? So that's how I rephrase it. So I said, like, the AFC is different because, you know what? This is a pharmacy company. But the way, the bonus scheme is with the binary. And this is like, if you understand, a lot of companies are turning into like, multi-level marketing, because like they save costs on the staff, like, expense and all that, right? Miracle through sharing and giving. So how many of you have heard this kind of thing before? I don't like this kind of business. Oh, I was the same. May I know? Yeah, may I know why? Let them tell their story. Because if, let's say, like, if you try to talk to somebody who already formed like an opinion here, they might have gone through something, until they pour it out, they will talk the same thing. Have you ever seen people talk the same thing over and over and over again? You know why? Because nobody listened to them, right? Because they are not listened to, they will talk about the same. There are people who won't become crazy, right? Because nobody listened to them, right? So we become a good listener, right? And just say, okay, I got you. Anything else? Let them pour it out first. And then, okay, now can I say something? Then they will listen to you. Okay, next slide, please. right? I don't know how to speak, no talent. I don't know how to sell. Anybody like that? Have you faced anybody like that, or you yourself? Anybody? Okay, I cannot speak, right? Yeah, be interactive and type. Okay, so never argue and says, I hear you. I was like that too. I was an introvert. I don't know how to speak. I was quiet until I found AFC. And you said that, wow, like, you have to be honest with them. I see here there is a support system. There's also personal development that we immediately have the how-to after you sign up, right? And today I am more confident. And you tell them also, like, the motto is sign up first, then learn as you do. Because even though whatever I want to study it first, how long do you want to study it? Studying that doesn't make you money. But how I coach people is like, look, you sign up, I'll show you the money in 24 hours. Would you like to do that? Right? And then as you do it, oh, this is how it works. You learn fast. Okay, next slide, please. The third objection is the product is expensive. We don't sell, remember. If people say, the product is expensive, I don't have 250 every month. Like, I have this expense, that expense. Anybody is like that? Now, we remember we do not sell, right? If we share franchise opportunity, investment, small investment, even actually it's free, like, because you can actually earn your money back very fast because we share opportunity, right? So expensive, we always say, I got it. You always say here, listen to them, I say, I got it. Okay, expensive compared to what, may I know? Let them talk. Don't keep talking. And if you try to sell products, it's expensive, but if you share opportunity, it is cheap, isn't it? To join a company and having the right to a franchise, you do not know how big this is. Because look, from Indonesia, you sign up, you are linked to Indonesian, the country, and then you have the right to actually, once you are a member, to open up a new country. When you open up a new country, I was sharing with Sinta, I think that's when, because she doesn't understand. She said, what is the marketing plan? At that time, because she's trying to heal, like, I don't understand. I said, don't worry about understanding later. I said, later when you are ready, I will talk to you. So I said, okay, let's talk on the phone, right? Rather than I send you information. And I said, Shinta, do you understand how big this is? Let's say now we are in Indonesia. Let's say America, they already work with Amazon. But let's say Philippines, right? Philippines is a new country, nobody. And then somebody says, I want to bring this into Philippines. I want to open up, like Ernest, Ernest of Philippines. And then let's say Shinta, or let's say Greg, or let's say Faris, or let's say Wanda is the one that brought that in, right? I do not know. We have to check with if you bring that in, can you imagine, like, if let's say per box, you earn like another 25,000 rupiah or 50,000, let's say it's 50,000. 50,000, you know that in Indonesia, when every 3 months, they have to import like 1 million bucks, right? That 1 million bucks, even though 50,000 rupiah is how much? It's about 1,000, 10,000, 15,000 rupiah, let's say is about $1. That means it's about $3. Is that correct? $3. Every box you will get $3. Multiply that by a million. How much money are you getting, right? When you open up a new country, because it keeps going and going because they sign up under you, right? Okay, so next slide, please. Now, so you see MLM by the comparison between like conventional distribution, right? With a conventional retail price, it's always more expensive, right? But because why? From the factory, they need to pay the middleman, blah, 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 until they reach us. But how come they give you so much money with AFG? Why? Because they are bypassing all those and giving, that's why it's called direct sales. Directly from the factory to the members. Like members share to their friends and family, and they keep go on and on. That's why they give you so much money, right? Okay, next slide, please. Yeah, number 4, the objection is, let me ask my wife. Let me ask my husband. Let me study this first. Anybody that you try to enroll say that? That's okay. Right? Have you ever experienced that? Who can see? nobody is typing. You know, you need to be interactive. So like, you know, as you type, ladies and gentlemen, you know, here's the thing though, you have to understand how your brain and mind works. When you try to digest with the eyes, right? And you listen and you type at the same time, right? What happens? You are learning double, right? Because it hits you here, and you type. That means you need to understand in order to type, isn't it? So you learn to do that. You know, I mean, it's amazing. Okay. So yeah, this is now when somebody say that to you, understand that it is that means they are indirectly, you know, gently saying what? Not now, not for now, right? No, thank you. Or they actually need more information. Now, the best thing I did not write here is for you to ask them, may I ask you, next time somebody said, no, let me ask first. And they said, oh, no, I'm not interested. Oh, may I ask you why you need your husband's approval? No, ask them the reason. Can I ask you why you say no? Oh, yeah, because, oh, okay. Thank you for sharing that. Now, that don't be like, you know, because they don't want to sign up with you. And then you just, you know, next time they see you like, huh, this person doesn't want to sign. You need to be like, you know, people actually like, you know, go with you because of your maturity, like, you know, your kindness, right? Your professionalism. Doesn't matter if like, even like they sign with somebody. I always tell people like, you know, there are people who say, I want to sign with you. I said, no, who invites you? They said, go with that person. Even though whether you sign with me, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, I will just answer your question and then go back to that person. And they said, I'll go with you. I said, well, you made the decision. I'm not going to say, join with me. No. Like, even if you don't sign up with me, it's fine. You know what I mean? I'm more than happy to give you the information free. Okay. So if they need more information, you set up the private call and say, better for them, because if they say the wrong thing, even though if they seem excited, but I need to ask my husband's approval. Oh, why? Can we set it? Do you want me to set up a video call with them? Because like say, like, you know, if you say the wrong thing, your husband will like, you know, just kill your spirit. And they say, yes, but if they say, oh, no, you know that it's an excuse, okay? Then just tell them, okay, next time when you're ready, you know, look for me. Then they will remember that, you know, like, oh, when I'm ready, I will look for you. Okay, thank you, you know? So next, and then if you have more information, sometimes later, like 2 months, 3 months later, remember, oh, she ever shared this kind of situation, send them the information again, right? Without like bugging them, let them choose. You know, I always let them people choose. Okay, next slide, please. Yes. Now, MLM this MLM, is it a pyramid scheme? You know what I mean? Especially in America, right? They say, is it a pyramid scheme? Those at the top will earn the most, right? Blah, 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 blah. Well, no one wants to join a company where they are losing, right? We support. Now, you know, the great thing about AFC, you know, binary. In the past, like, you know, I was like, you know, I'm so faithful and so loyal. I always focus one. And I was teaching people in the old company, just stick with one, whether even you are like, you know, you are hurt, you're going through hardship, you keep being in debt, just stick with one until you're successful. And say, oh, Annie is like, you know, like going through a lot of hardships. You still stay on. So we got to stay on until today. I was like, guys, you don't have to be going through hardship. It's not the trend anymore. Run, you know what I mean? So no, we support and team. See, now I understand. Before it was like, because Matahari system, the hardest one is in like, you know, it is only like the elephant system, like, you know, what's in, if I can say Herbalife or whatever, right? But this is binary. Binary is the system where you actually become rich fast. Not that we want to, like, you know, this is not a rich quick scheme, but it really teamwork. Like, you know, in heaven, again, the reason why everybody is happy because you do not feed yourself, right? You feed the next person feed another person, and the next person feed. Then it comes back to you. What goes around comes around, right? So the same thing in binary. You feed, right? You feed. And when whatever you feed, you get back, right? So next, so everything here is profitable with fairness. Now, if you find anybody who's not fair, well, you know, you gotta tell us. You know what I mean? There are people who don't understand. People like just join in. They just want the quick cash, and they are breaking the regulation. You need to, like, you know, don't be shy. Don't be like, oh, like, you know, Indonesian are always like, like to please people. Oh, no, I'm not going to tell who it is. Like, I don't want them to lose face or to be suspended. No, you need to let us know. Without integrity, let me tell you, in this business, without integrity, nothing works. You might be the top salesperson. Sooner or later, they will catch you. You know what I mean? That why become a millionaire and then people are like, wow, he or she is like, not doing it right. You know what I mean? You want to be somebody that, be an inspiration for somebody, or you just want to just grab the money. The money is just the money. Like, it is just a tool. You know what I mean? For you to measure your value, and then you can do a lot of things or help other people with it. It's your choice. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay. Let me sign people. There are people that says, let me try to sign people first, then I join you. They'll say, no, you cannot do that, but because when you're against, sometimes I will do that. And oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, do whatever you want. And then you always say that, okay, let's go. Where's your phone list? If let's say you want to sign people because they do not know how to talk to people. If they say the wrong thing, right? Done, right? Okay, what's your phone list? Who are from this list? Let's pick 20 people who likes you and trusts you. Who are the ones you can share with and they believe in you and then can help you. And they say, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's call them. And you do not say much, and then you share with them, okay, what you just say is, hi, I need your opinion. Have you ever heard of AFC? But before you even say that, you need to say hi, blah, 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 talk, and then, okay, ask them, and then we'll say, why, and when they ask you a question, then you answer, it doesn't say, hi, you know what, have you ever heard of, immediately after pick up the phone, oh, what are they trying to sell me, right? Something like that, right? So in AFC, it's this, people who said that, let me sign people first. But I always say this, okay, you can do that. But I tell you something? I say, in AFC, the law of sowing and reaping applies, right? If you try to sign people up when you are not in, believe me, everybody will say no. It's the same. If you doesn't believe me, try. You try to sign people up when you are not doing it, and they say, are you in? No. You first. Why you are trying to get me in? You're not even in. You know what I mean? Right. So when people do what you do, right? So if you start with Ruby, right? And then stay Ruby, and then you try to, do you sign Diamond? They ask, what do you sign with? I'm Ruby. Of course, I will follow you. You know what I mean? But I have to be like, for me, I'm very honest. I said, okay, I start with Ruby because I don't have enough money at that time. Like, my creditors are all tied up because in the old company, we need to always like, buy the volume, buy the volume, like, you need to have 2,500 volume. Let's say 2,000, you need to spend every month $2,500 in order to earn your bonus. If you do not, if you do not order that kind of product with the volume, your bonus, even if there is 1 million gone, they will not let you. But I'm so thankful in AFC, you do not have to do that. This is just a one-time deal. You know what I mean? One-time deal what? Like, I think Santon ever asked me, well, if I do the Ruby, am I done? No. Because like, you have to go to the diamond, right? Once you're a diamond, I say, okay, I don't want to do anymore. Fine. You just have to enroll people in, But let's say you say that, oh, my product is finished. I love this product. And you're not at that level yet. Like when you have reached certain stage, like me, like, at first when I sign up the Ruby and then I quickly upgraded to diamond because I see my friends, whatever I say, they say, yes, let me try. I'm like, wow, I'm losing here because like, I know the importance of diamond. If I'm in diamond package, that means if somebody sign up, I get double the bonus from the Ruby. I'm like, wow. And then and I quickly borrow my credit card, right? But after that, like, I knew that I have to take the product seriously. I didn't even sell it, but I give samples like in my bag like this. Okay, so this is the products, right? Now, I always have sample like this in my bag. And always like, this is very simple to eat. Shinta is so used to me sending her the products in a Ziploc too. So to save delivery, right? So this is, you take it in the morning and in the evening, right? This is how you take it. It's powdered from, it tastes very good, right? And you just do this. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Right? So I take the product, get the result. I knew that when I read, oh, it's good for the skin to get rid of the wrinkles. So I purposely, work on that. And I get results so quick. And people start, when I post the picture, actually like the third month or whatever, my friends start to say, what happened? You look younger and younger. I said, yeah, I take this. They said, well, I want to try it. Okay. So I send them the product to try. And from there, I follow up with a visit. Boom. And I showed them, look, wow. And I always tell them, I told Shinta also, Shinta, yes, look at that. Look at that. I need to work more. Like, Shinta said, when she keep ordering, I said, Shinta, I told her, I said, do you want to make me rich? I mean, look, I know your husband, gives you money every month, but wouldn't it be great? If you can earn a little bit extra money so that, you eat this free rather than paying me. And then also you can also pay for whatever you need, because you always need to have some money. She said, of course I want to make money. Afterwards, she said, oh, do you want to be rich? And I think maybe when she's already able to listen, rich, suddenly she's like, I'm in, you know what I mean? Right? So then, at this stage, after I did not even focus, oh, so expensive to keep ordering. I just focus on the numbers. I said, how do I get to 10,000? And my mentor said, very simple, Ennie. How? Because, I'm at that level, my expense is like 10,000, about $7,000 to $10,000 a month. I need to make more than that. I said, so how do you make that kind of money? And in my mind, I was already comparing, because in my old company, in order to make 10,000, between $5,000 to $10,000, it takes you minimum 10 years, really 10 years. All money, up again, and nothing is stable, right? And I'm like, what? And he said, oh, within 3 months to 6 months to a year. I'm like, what? What business is this? It doesn't make sense to me. And then it says paid daily. In my other company, we are paid every month or 45 days. I'm like, wow. And I said, so, okay, how do you do it? And he said that enroll people 30 deep down. I don't understand at first. What is 30 deep down? You know what I mean? 30 deep down. In my mind, I thought, okay, 30 people, I can look for 30 people because I know enough 30 people who like me and trust me. So I was sharing, some of them basically consult me. Oh, my mom is maybe my mom is bleeding in her ear. I don't know about that. I was honest. But why don't you try this product? My mom is trying it. Maybe it will help your mom. Exactly in 1 week, the bleeding stopped and she got excited and started to share with her cousin. And I received money because of that. I'm like, because he signed up to get the products. I'm like, wow, members get members. I'm like, wow. Without even knowing it, in the first month, I'm already earning about $2,000 some dollars. I'm like, what kind of business is this? I didn't even do the business. I said, okay, let me share with a few people who wants to get rid of the wrinkle. And they said yes too. Some said wait, some said yes. Wow. And it increased to 3,000. I'm like, let me ask Obudi. So how to make that kind of money? He said, well, you just have, and then when I do the 30 people sign up, I was looking at, 30 people, I get $5,000. That means not enough. That means I need to go to 60. That's how I do it. 30 people on the left, 30 people on the right. And then I share with them immediately. Look, I make this much money. So from the very beginning, look, crazy. I said, look, this much. But later it keeps increasing. I'm like, and they said, okay, we are in. And they say, okay, let me do it. How do I do it? I said, look for 30 people like me. A few people start to believe me, and then they trust me and say, okay, let me try. And they start to get that kind of money. So that's how it started, right? So it's very simple. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, what if this company closed down, right? There are people like in Indonesia, and I said that, hello, I said AFC is already 54 years. When it enters Indonesia, they already have branches in Korea. They have branches in China, in Singapore and Europe, stuff like that, right? But this is they are listed in Tokyo Stock Exchange. They are biggest oldest company. And also, like, you know, this is just the 7th branch like that does with the network marketing. Now even it's the other way around. Now the sales from the Japanese were like, thank you, Indonesia, thank you. You know why? Because of COVID lockdown, Singapore closed totally, right? Because they cannot open, like they are always, AFC is always in Watson and in GNC. But because retail store malls are all closed, automatically the sales drop. You know what I mean? Because Singapore is always number 1 in sales. Now, other countries the same because they're all retail. Thank God, this thing doesn't need a space, right? So now it's like we are the one who actually saved Japan for Indonesia. Now AFC Indonesia saved Japan, and now we are becoming number 1. A big clap to AFC. Well, I think AFC Indonesia deserves. You know why? Because the owner is actually like a man of God, and the wife, everything, they always pray, and he always said that, you know what, AFC belongs to God. When you say AFC belongs to God, God is the CEO of this AFC. Automatically, God takes charge, isn't it? That's why the growth is crazy. Like, you know, I mean, believe it or not. Okay, next slide, please. Now, do you have to look for people in this business? They are the regular question. Do I look for people? Well, I don't understand what kind of business where we don't have to look for people. Even like restaurant, they look for people to buy the food, right? Let's say you are an accountant, right? You are also serving a person, right? You have to look for people who need your service. So the difference in AFC is we are business partners, right? We are all business partners for Superfood with small investment, with premium products, huge benefit, and you can get your investment back fast if you share to enough people and get results with integrity. Now, why do I say integrity? Because, like, you know, people, they do not trust you, they do not trust you forever. So I always tell my people, I say, like, you know, have integrity. If you promise people something, if you cannot do it, you have to honor your word. Honor your word means if you say, okay, I'm going to see you 10 o'clock, but you have an emergency, you have to tell them, look, I promise you, I want to see you 10 o'clock, but this emergency, I have to cancel. Can we reschedule? Now, that's honoring your word. Integrity is different. Integrity doesn't mean that you point people at, you have no integrity, you this and that. Who are you to point fingers at others? You know, when one finger point at others, 3 fingers point at you. You know what I mean? We are not better than anybody. But integrity basically means you honor your word. You know, and if you say something, do it. You know, just not the word. But if you cannot do it, say you cannot do it. Do not be afraid that people will say, you know, like, how can I do that? And if you're wrong, say you're wrong, right? You know, if you need to apologize, you apologize, right? So integrity is very, especially with money. Money is very important in this. Don't say that, okay, and then let me especially like international crowd, please, even local, right? If you're like, let's say, like, you know, you have a member that sends you money, you have to really input it in, right? As exactly according to the system. This is not selling product. You do not get paid by selling the products. You only get the bonus when you input in the system and they pay you, right? So integrity is number 1, because this is the what, you know, the co-founder has been saying, integrity. Okay, next slide, please. Now, too many people already joined AFC while in other company, right? This is just like classic excuses, like, you know, like objection outside with other companies. But, you know, like I said, AFC, there's only 1 million members in Indonesia. Now, each person can have a maximum of 3 accounts. So if you have 3 accounts, that means 1 million divided by 3, basically there's only like 400,000 people, the maximum. And out of that 400,000 people, only 20% viewers. That's why the very top, there's only 11. One of them is me. And I know it's not because of me. Out of all those people, there are doctors, like 2 doctors. Budi is a genius. Like, you know, all of them are crazy. Like, you know, like me, I only know, but, you know, because, you know, the backup is God. You know what I mean? Crazy, like only 11 people. And Indonesia, there's like 250 million people. The market is like a virgin, especially for America, UK, Australia. Oh my God, right? And like, you know, I mean, you already know the numbers. Oh, if I do this in well, the startup, you know, you have to remember though, in a new country, but I'm so proud of UK and America and Australia. Like, you know, people just go like they trust. Like, because like when Mr. Ernest and the GM, when they started out, they will tell the story in one day that they are a speaker in English. They started out with only 6 people. GM, owner, staff, 001, and somebody else. Every day they present, only them listen to each other because it's so new. But afterwards, after a year, people start to come, people start to believe, especially they give samples. Boom, the second year, wow. Especially after Budi signed in, he understood the system and the marketing plan. We start to have like popcorn effect, right? And then from that group itself, there's so many millionaires rising up because of someone who understands the system. It's very simple. Okay, next slide, please. Networking business is hard, right? Now, difficult compared to what? Hard compared to what? It is easy to open up a restaurant. Now, is it easy though? Let me ask you a question. Who has business? Who has business already set up, like a restaurant, right? Okay, let me ask Shinta. What kind of business have you opened?
I have opened a restaurant before in Australia.
How much does it cost?
A lot of money.
Like how many dollars? How many thousand or hundred?
Well, because we bought over someone that was failing, so we actually got it pretty cheap. But they spent over 200,000 Australian dollars.
How much did you buy for?
They just want to be out, so we just have to start with the rent. So we were actually very, very blessed. Yeah, we didn't have to pay. They just said, look, you know, I handed over because they bought it at 200 something, spent so much money for rent, etc. Because they don't know what they do.
How many years were they trying to do that until they quit?
I think they did it 2-3 years.
See, $200,000, and they are like basically bankrupt, right? And they just give it to you to rent. And then how many years did you stick with it before you're out?
Because I did it for my mom, actually, because my mom and my brother wanted to do it, and I was just going to help with the bookkeeping. We actually was pretty blessed and lucky. 26 months exactly. Our business went so well, but I actually sold it. I sold it at a bit of a profit, and I was out because it was not for me. I was doing it for my mom and my brother, but they all ended up going somewhere. For me, if I said I will do it, I will do it, not just talk. But
so in the end, they also quit from that restaurant also, that means, right?
Pardon?
In the end, after 26 months, they're also out of the restaurant business also. You just sell it.
Yes, I sold the place because it was not my intention to do it. I was just helping. So, but yeah, we did okay, but it was very, very bad. A lot of people was losing a lot of money, but it's not something that I'm happy to do because it was.
You see that? So yeah, even to a restaurant is expensive,
very
right? You're
expensive. It was hard.
Yes, and then you know it costs you like say 100,000 to like you know you $1,000. That means while Australian dollar is like if it is, let's say there's a difference, right? So from 100 businesses, actually only one survived in 10 years. Conventional business, right? Now nothing big is easy from the start, but with AFC, look at that. I mean, is that a blessing? The minute you sign up, you know, I can show you how to make money in 24 hours, even though it's like a triple account first to show people, look, this works. And then boom, like people like sign up like crazy already. You know, you have nothing to lose when you sign up. You already get the products equivalent to your investment. And then also I've been like telling you guys, if you sign up with a diamond, if you want to earn your money back, it's very simple. You just get 6 people. If that 6 people are with you that day, into 24 hours, you already earn 1,500. You get your money back, but you get the free product. It's crazy business, right? This is like falling down from heaven. Okay, next slide. Okay, is the bonus or the money real? Let me see. Yes, join our Zoom. And people are saying that get them to join the Zoom, or let's say the recording where I showed, you know, the money, right? Listen to our leaders share their daily income with proof. Even better, don't just believe me. Let me prove to you. You can earn your, instead of them, can I see proof on themselves? Let me prove to you. You can earn your daily bonus within 24 hours after you sign. Are you ready? They said, let's go. Do your part. Choose which. Ask them which package do you want. If you want to earn money without even signing people, you need to do a triple package, which is minimum a ruby. Then I'll prove to you, you really get the money in 24 hours, right? You will receive your money in your cash wallet for international. We will PayPal you once. Okay, don't worry. Those are after pictures only. This is the main. Later on, I'm just reminding you know what I share in the LOP. So this is we only have like 4 left actually, right? So the paper, once we instruct you, you want it sent, we'll help you send it out. For now, it's until such time, like, you know, in America, if let's say like, you know, it is only linked with American system, then, you know, you can start with banking and stuff like that, right? For the time being, AFC have no link with the banks international except for Indonesia. Okay, next slide, please. No money to join the AFC. Now, a lot of people say that, right? Now, there are 3 possibilities: not interested, have money, but not priority, or truly don't have the money yet. I always say no money, no problem, no initiative, big problem, because I've been through all of it. You know, the first time I joined the other company, I was like so broken, you know, with family problems, nowhere to stay. I was like going to Jakarta, renting a place where I have to sleep on the floor, going everywhere with the bus. Oh, right? No money. But, you know, I have the courage to borrow. They said, no money, no problem. And then, you know, my mentor teach me, okay, do you know anybody in Jakarta? I said, my sister, my brother. Good enough, he said. So he asked me to write down who trusts me and believe me. I said, well, ask them to help you. I said, what? But I've never been that. Well, no money, no problem, no initiative, problem. Try it. Like, you know, I mean, if you never know. So I have to thicken up my skin, and I asked my brother. He was so critical. I'm so embarrassed. I said, are you crazy? Instead of like, you know, like, I need to borrow money. I want to be in this business. I was trying to borrow my sister's money at that time, and she's like, I don't have money, but I have my diamond ring. She almost sell her diamond ring. I said, oh, don't do that. And then let me ask my husband. The husband has a lot of credit cards, right? So, but the husband was like, you are crazy. What kind of business? What if this doesn't work? I'm like, But then I did not give up. I prayed. And within 2 days, he's like, are you guys serious with the loan? I said, yeah. When can you pay me back? I said, as soon as possible. But I learned my lesson as soon as possible. But because I've never owed anybody money, my butt was like on fire, right? I keep talking to people. That's why you need to create situation like that, right? So that's how I learned. But now I will tell you, if you say you owe anybody, or you tell them like, you know, give me a year, like, you know, because you need to generate, right? Because you need your like, you know, a little bit of money to actually talk to people, go anywhere to speak to people, right? Kind of like that. So no money, no problem. How bad do you want to change the situation? Do something, because in this business it's so simple, you know. And if you take action, pay the price, you will see the result, and people will start to follow you, right? Okay, next slide, please. How to convince negative people. You listen, you say, okay, Annie, I applied what you share with me. I listen, and he talk, and she talk, and everything is negative. And then still, like, you know, okay, I still negative. Don't waste your time. Okay, if that's the case, don't waste your time. Look for those who are positive and interested. Skip the negative one. If you already tried, it doesn't work, move on, right? Some will, some won't. So what? Someone is always waiting to join you, because remember, you are not trying to sell them anything. You are actually a gift giver. Remember, we are gift giver. We are giving gifts. Okay, the gift of health, the gift of life, the gift of financial breakthrough. Okay, next, please. Oh, just a second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second, because I locked my son out. Just a second. Hello. Okay, I'm back. Okay, now keep sponsoring new people. This is what you need to understand, right? When remember, okay, repeat if you can repeat what I just teach you or share with you, there are 3 categories of people. Who are they? Start typing. This is to test whether you listen or not. Okay, no problem. After this, the 15 is just sharing. Okay, don't worry. So masih okay, 3 types of people. All right. The 3 types of people are what? Product lover, extra income, and those who wants to be rich, right? So you need to keep sponsoring new people, because out of those people, let's say 100 people join with you, only 20% will be doing the business, right? And if they are customers, by the time, let's say a year or 2, they stop buying. That's why, like, if they seriously love the product, they need to actually enroll. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, everyone I call reject me, including my family. Remember, you are a gift giver, not a salesperson. Out of 10 people, remember, 2 will say yes immediately, 4 will watch you get result first. The other 4 will always be doubting Thomas, right? They always doubt. They will never join you, okay? Move on to the next 10. Some will, some won't, so what, right? Okay, next slide, please. The 15. Okay, you are a gift giver. Remember that there are many ways to give. Let's watch the next, just one video, right? We're going to watch this gift giving video, and then we'll move on. I might be like, 15 minutes over, Sinta, but that's about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's watch the next video, please.
Total $68.
I'm sorry. Can I return the cake, please?
Sure, yes.
I want the cake, please. I won't ask for anything else.
Next time, okay, when we can afford it.
Last time you said that. The cake is not tasty. Let's buy something else, okay?
They don't want that?
Yes.
I'll take it then.
Okay.
Hey. Hello, this is for you.
No, we cannot accept it.
Would you please?
There's no reason for you to buy the cake for us.
Well, when I was 7, my mother wanted to buy me a cake.
Mommy, I just saw it.
But at the counter, we didn't have enough.
Can we get something else?
It's my birthday today. Can I choose my own cake, please?
I'm sorry.
Then, there's this man. I've never met him before.
Here, have the cake. Happy birthday.
I didn't know his name. I never got a chance to say thank you. But I've never forgotten him.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Can I have your contact number? Let me repay you when we have the money.
Promise me something, okay? Someday, when you're able to help somebody, you will do it?
Grandpa! I chose this cake for your birthday.
Wow, this is my favorite. Thank you.
Let's go and put some candles.
Oh, careful. You shouldn't have spent the money.
Actually, I can't even pay for it.
You give me this note.
Please write down your address. I'll bring the money back to you later.
A simple act of caring creates an endless ripple.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Okay, how's everyone? Wow, I always put tears in your. I know, me too. But anyways, okay, let's move on. You have seen that, right? The act of caring and kindness send ripples. That's like sowing and reaping. Okay, in this business, you know what? As long as your heart is pure, all you need to do is to just spread kindness, right? Come back to you. Okay, number 50. All members under me are only product lovers, none interested to do business. Have you heard of that? I've heard a lot of that. Oh, semuanya product lovers, you know what? No problem. Great, no problem. I was the same. I hear you. Do you know, I started out, I wasn't interested in the business because I already have a business, right? But because of the product result, and I start to pay attention. Wow, this is different. You know what I mean? And then thank God it's actually, even though I keep rejecting it for the business part, I'm so thankful today, and I'm so grateful, but actually it's an answer to my prayer. And also, like, you know, confirmed and prophesied by my spiritual dad, you know what I mean? Now, do you know that 75% successful leader in networking business started out as customers? The product results got them. So remember, product result is very important. In networking, 75% success is due to 75% testimony, only 25% theory. That's why I do not talk theory. I said, okay, let's practice it. I will tell you, I will show you how. I tell you first. Once I know you're interested and ask you which part are you interested in, so I zoom in on what you want and not what I want. And then I'll show you by what. Let's get it done. Then, aha, this is how it's done. And then try. I will get you to try. And then, you know, by me watching it and then do, you can run with it, right? Next slide, please. Now, okay, so always ask them what they want. Lead them to watch the intro Zoom. That's why, you know, like when Shinta, now she got it, right? Shinta said, oh, you know, my friend would not want to. I said, if she doesn't watch the Zoom, I cannot do presentation to 1,000 people. But you help me, you show them the recording of the Zoom, let them, we can actually like, you know, actually like filter them already, like what is it that they want? Then they speak to me. Then, you know, I'm just there to answer questions. So watch the intro first, and then follow up 24 hours later, because the energy is only lasting minimum 48 hours, right? And then which part of the video inspired them? Ask them, which part inspire you? What is that you want, right? There are 3 categories: member, product lovers, extra income, who wants to be rich. Which one are you? So then they will say, oh, I want Ruby. I'm like, amazing. Like, you know, the message is sent, right? Everybody comes to me and say, I want that diamond. I'm like, wow, I didn't even have to ask them anymore, right? So please get back to the person who invited you. Okay, next slide, please. Now, don't wait, okay? Don't second guess, don't doubt, just do it. Miracle happens only to those who believe and receive, right? Those serious to change their life, contact the person who invited you. Now, this, I put this, like, you know, normally, like when you are seeing this presentation, right? Next slide, please. Okay, how to grow fast. So how to grow fast? This is fast, I'm not going to talk that much, but, you know, I'm just going to, okay, point number 1, because it's very simple, right? I'm just reminding you now. Know what you wish to achieve first through AFC. The first year, you need to know, okay, this year, how much I want to earn. Okay, but when you sign up, okay, the number 1 is how to get the money back. How soon? And if that's it 1 month, well, we do not look for the 1 month, in 1 month, the people for them. They want to earn their money back. So put those people in front of me. It doesn't matter if it takes 12% to get your 6. If you have that 6% who joins diamond like you, your money is back, right? Make it clear. The goals has to be clear. Number 2, start creating your story. Your story is the one that says we are the storyteller, real story, right? We share by getting products result first. Remember, you and the family, and then use the product, where the result, share with people. Decide on the key commitment partners. You need to, don't work alone. Work with partners, right? It goes faster. And how many people you have to write down how many people you want to help daily, and then keep track of it, right? And start doing it using success cycle and the support system. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so what is the recipe to success? You need to dream, you need your goal. If you do not have that yet, you need to put it in picture, right? So, whoever right now, can you please mute? Boleh di mute enggak yang lagi mendengar, karena saya lagi berbicara, you are also talking also. So, what is it that you want? For me, for instance, I actually want to have a private jet. I don't know when it happens, but it will happen, right? Because I believe I want to have, like, you know, Lamborghini, whatever, like, you know, and the house, but house like that, maybe I have to invite all of you to stay, because, you know, what I alone stay like that, how to do? Okay, next slide, please, very quickly. All right, so next slide. Okay, so find your old photos, right? You see that? I found my old photos where I was working for PriceSmart. Look at that. If I do not found this network marketing, maybe today I have no job, right? Look at that. I see my weakness. My son keep, mommy, you know, your eating habit. You know, so all these years, like, you know, I find this, my old photos. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, flashback my life from a broken single parent to success, right? See how my son is when he was young. That's the reason for when I was asked whether what is my dream, I did not put a jet, whatever. I just said that I want to be a good mom to my son. So that's my goal. But I did not know that God processed me to be a better person, more loving. Like, you know, I need to, especially he's very critical and analyzing, and he will just like, mommy, this and that, and I have to always be better. Okay. But I'm so blessed, like, you know, I mean, God sent him in my life, like, you know, really to give me, like, you know, the energy, to give me the motivation to go on and achieve bigger things. Okay. So thank you, Colin. I love you. Okay. Next slide, please. So this is my mom. My mom, after I just get the picture, like how she have difficulty walking, before, after result. So paint your story from your or your family's product result. The first 6 months is critical, right? Okay, next slide, please. Thank you. Now, so always dare to dream, big crazy dream. 2018, like, you know, at this age of, look at that, I make crazy dreams. Like, you know, life is boring if you're normal, right? So I decided that I want to be in bikini contest. You know, and I go there and, like, you know, get trained for, like, you know, the eating plan and exercise, blah, blah, blah. And I won first prize. You know why? Because I'm the only one in that category. Just kidding. She was laughing. But, you know, I'm beginning to get known as Marilyn Monroe from Asia. Isn't that great? Like, you know, you need to dare to dream crazy, right? So your life, you have to live life fully. You know, if you want to dance, you dance. You want to cry, cry. You know what I mean? Okay, next slide, please. Okay. See, my mom's result. So I tell my story with the picture very quickly. My mom's result, and then I get curious and become serious to take the product and look at my result. Look at that, from dried up until become glowing. You know what I mean? And then now that I understood whatever that God allowed to happen in my life is for the good. Like, you know, if I like, you know, to help other people, it's not for me. Once I find the solution out of my own problem, out of my own personal problem, from a depression to be somebody who are strong, from the money situation, now I'm ready to help other people come out of their own situation. Okay, so it's just like that. Next slide, please. So now I was like, look at that, borrow my eyes. Who has to be better? Like, you know, who has to lose the weight? Who has to, like, you know, be better like me? Look at that. I was like, I purposely put that, you know, my dad. Oh my God, I didn't realize I gained so much weight. I was as round as the doctor. I start to, okay, I gotta lose weight. Like, you know, I'm still working on it. But next slide, please. Very quickly. Okay. Okay, this is my goal. At the 60, I'm gonna look just like that. You know, still as young and never get old, right? Okay, let's start. Next slide, please. Okay, so now we have to remember the facts, right? Know your AFC facts, right? If you want to be successful fast, you need to know the simple facts. Like, okay, what is the where is the company located? Are they listed in stock exchange, right? And then next slide. Next slide. Yeah, you need to know that their offices in Shizuoka, in Jakarta, everything is paid with cash. The second, you know, and then now in Medan, which is my town, there are actually like 4 centers. They are all paid with cash. Like what company pay with cash? Unless they are really serious company, because even the company I was with, everything is rented. You know what I mean? So you know your facts. Okay, next slide, please, very quickly. Yeah, you have to know that, you know, like I was saying, for 50 years, you have to, the facts that AFC is always a retail, but in Indonesia, this is the one that is MLM, okay? To open up a new store like this, like, you know, in Watson, it costs you $100,000 US, right? So now in order to join the partnership, it costs only minimum $250. It goes up to your diamond or beyond. Okay, next slide, please. Very quickly. Now, who are we? Like, you know, if you are in a team, like, you know, sooner or later, okay, where are you from? So ours here is called the Lions Army, like AFC Lions Army. In it, you still have the Miracle, you know, Anis, you have the Doraemon, you have the Evolution, you know, so it keep branching. Like, you know, people wants to call their group to give it a name, right? But there are people from all backgrounds, you know, so, you know, any backgrounds, you know, you have politician, you have the millionaire, you have lawyers, you have artists, you have singers, you have doctors, everybody is here, housewives, everybody. Right? Next slide, please. There's still more. This is like, you know, in the group right now, within like 3 years, there's like more than, I think, 40,000 people. We are all over the world. Like, you know, we are now spreading. We are welcome to join us. What is is that the, yeah, keep going. Yeah, fast. Yeah. Look at that. Like, you know, I mean, we will be like, you know, the first one that break records, like, you know, the first team in AFC that will actually go international. Let's go, guys. You know what? The world is in your hand, right? It's up to you what you want to do with it. Like, you know, through your hand. Look at that. Look at the map. It's still empty. Indonesia just started. You know, America especially. Money is coming to America. Money is coming to UK. Let's go, guys. Money is coming to Australia, and in Malaysia, there's already country stockists. Next slide, please, very quickly. Okay, this is our team. We're not going to talk about it. Next slide. Right, focus. Remember, get result now. Remember, you have to know there's only 4 products. Right, if they say, oh, what range of product? Remember, there's only what started up with SOP, and then there's Sukusi, Subarasi, and also the serum only. Okay, that's it. We don't sell, we share results and get paid bonus, referring and signing up members under us. Next slide, please, very quickly. Okay, remember, must consume daily. The reason why I put that is very fast. Every single product, well, this is not for illness, but if you have illness, it will help you. You know what I mean? Because it fits your mother stem cell. So if your mother stem cell is healthy and get regenerated, of course, all the organs are, you know, healthy, you know. So we're not going to talk about the, but you can memorize this afterwards. You know, you have to memorize what? Consume daily, and then memorize only the patent function, right? You can go back to the old the old recording, and then you can learn about it. We're not going to talk about it. Next slide, please. I'm only showing you that you must consume. I consume the products every day for the last 3 years, never stop. Okay, and I use the product the minute, you know, they have the, and now earlier on, I just put the serum all over my body, Sinta, because it's so dry here. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, crazy result. You will see a lot of testimony. We are starting. Thank you for all those who are starting to help to translate. Look at that. This kid has a tumor in the eyes. Praise God, after taking the products for only so long, it actually shrunk, right? Amazing. But we cannot, remember, guys, you cannot post, it will heal diseases or cure disease, because it is imported under ML, food, you know, superfood. So you just say that this product doesn't cure, product disclaimer, people who get result based on their belief. And remember, it's based on patent function. That's all you say. Okay, next slide, please. That's important, because now you have this, you can go with it down. Look at that. Amazing. Congratulations, Sinta. She already have her story. in slides and blah, 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 and she tells it. Now her story will go viral, right? That's what you do. You post it and then you share your story. Next slide, please. Okay, now is the census Suru. We also won an award, but amazing. You got to try it. Even like, if you have like wounds, it will heal so fast. This serum is not regular serum. If you have like, people hair are like coming off, it will grow new hair. Crazy. You have to read about it. I'm not going to share about this. It will be normally shared in the, you can read about it actually. There are brochure about it. Next slide, please. Now, use the products, wear the result, be the brand, right? Be the brand, share your story every day. Another brand will be soon, we are working on the t-shirt, like, for international, okay? Look at that. You see the result. People say, my friend said, I think it's Sinta who said that, right? Apple for apple. I remember she said, she was like, is that really you? She said, apple for apple, Ennie, I don't believe that you become younger. Take your picture. I said, okay, you know what I mean? She wants to see the wrinkle, and then she now she believes, and now she's going to say, I want that serum, you know what I mean? Oh my Lord. Okay, next slide, please. So when you only have to memorize a few points, like why people join a company. People join a company because of what? Memorize this, like, the points, the facts, because of the company, because of the product, because of the bonus and momentum. Now is the momentum that you have to keep telling. This is the best momentum. You are joining us at the right time, at the best time, at the right place, and the right person. Okay, next slide, please. Now you have to also know just the basic. Don't tell people stories, because people, like me, I wasn't interested in listening to Unilever, blah, 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 blah. Let them read later. If they're already in the company, then if they want a lot of money, they will study it themselves. You just have to share with them, like international. I only share, there's only 3 packages. Which one do you choose? Oh, what simple thing. Subarasi, Utsukusi, Subaru. So if they will sign up, we make it very simple, 250 to sign up the basic for the ruby, sapphire just times 3, diamonds times 6. Simple, very simple. Okay, next slide. Okay, and then this is to show only, we're not going to talk about this later on, like, in training detail, we'll talk about this. But what got me is, I don't even understand how they make the money. But I was like, wow, $40,000, $37,000 in a month daily. What is this? But of course, I know this will be a long story. I don't know when I will get this. I'm only like, I only believe what I can, which is $10,000. How to make $10,000 first. Once I hit that, I'm like, okay, how to make $20,000, right? You only can talk to people what they believe and they want. Don't talk like, oh, you're going to be Bushido when they're not ready. Like, if they're ready, then you share, then you listen. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, there are actually 7 types of bonus. If the company, they only put 5. But you know what? They did not put in the vacation. You have daily bonus, you have pass up. Pass up means like, let's say you're Ruby, right? And then, okay, let's say I'm a diamond. I sign up Shinta as a Ruby, right? And then Shinta actually sign up somebody. Wait, Shinta is sign up as Sapphire first. Shinta sign up as a person, as a diamond. You know what happened? So roll up means Shinta as a Sapphire, she will earn, the company will always like pay you $220. But if you are Sapphire, of course, you earn less, right? Or your earning is according to your position. Ruby, when you sponsor diamond, sponsor diamond, you get 220. But diamond sponsor Ruby, you get half of it, let's say, right? But if Shinta is a Sapphire and she sponsor a diamond, that means she only gets the fee will be about 2/3, for instance, right? With that 2/3, what happens to 1/3? It roll up to me as a diamond. That's why Ruby and Sapphire is the worst. You do not get the difference of the bonus will always roll up to the closest, the diamond that's closest. And also there's pairing. Pairing means what? One left package, one right, one Ruby, left and right, you get pairing, right? That is already discussed in the LOP. Later on, you can listen to the recording, and then they get vacation. Now, the greatest thing is, if you are diamond, you help 16 people only to be diamond, you get vacation to Paris, France. Amazing, right? And they give you time until September. A lot of people, when they hear Paris, wow, sometimes they will earn like, wow, 5 tickets, because there's no no limit to it. The more people you have, the more tickets you get, right? But for international, I have to tell you, they will not pay your free tickets from, let's say, from America. The trip will be from Jakarta to Paris, back to Jakarta. So you have to actually fly to Jakarta first, okay? And then there's a yearly bonus, which is amazing. And that's already discussed in the regular training, okay? And then mobile stockists, we'll talk about that. Personally, if you're interested, we'll talk about mobile stockists, amazing. Mobile stockists is actually what it means is builder. The more builder, if you are builder, you help 50 builder, about 100, it's very fast for you to go to Bushido. Next slide, please. Almost done, okay? Let's go. 80-20 rule. They pay you 80%, 20 they save it in the redemption, 80% they pay you. And it will be transferred to your cash wallet. Okay, next slide. Okay, so the packages, right? Why is it that you need 3-pack? Because like, you know, when you have, one person can only have 3 packs, three accounts with one ID. That's what it means. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so why do you need to go diamond? Because if you go diamond package, in order to earn like, you know, the 8.4 million, right? If a diamond sponsor 8.4 million or equivalent to $560, diamond only need to sponsor 2%. But if you are a ruby, in order for you to earn $560, you need to actually what? You need to sponsor 22 people, a lot, right? More work. Okay, next slide, please. So now this is how it shows you basically how you get back, you earn back your money. You are diamond, you helped what? You helped 6 people become diamond, 6 set of people, not 6, actually 6 set, right? 6 people, you're correct. 2, 2, 2, right? Every 2 diamond, you earn 560. So you multiply by 3, right? This is what you earn, $1,500, right? It's about that. They will deduct actually like 20%. So remaining will be exactly like, you know, what you spend money, about roughly. Okay, next slide, please. So double 3 Ruby account is just showing you the scheme, you know, the bonus scheme for Ruby, the pairing. If let's say Ruby sponsored Ruby, that means your pairing is only what, $10, right? Ruby sponsored Ruby, you get $20 direct sponsor, and then the pairing is only $10. Next slide, please. Now, if you are a Sapphire, right? Sapphire sponsored a Sapphire, that means the bonus is higher. The bonus is higher, like that, when you Sapphire or sponsoring a Ruby, you get $30. $30 times 3 is $90. And also with the pairing is also $1 more. Okay, next slide, please. Now, of course, the best package will be diamond, right? Diamond sponsoring a diamond is 6-pack of Ruby, but you get higher scheme. So 220, and then like, you know, the pairing bonus is also more. Pairing means 6-pack Ruby left and right. So each pack times 6. So $20 times 6, kind of like that. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, benefits of having 3 accounts. You can immediately earn $560. Therefore, to make 4,000, oh, I want to make $5,000. Very simple. You know that when you help 2 person becoming a diamond, as a diamond, you earn $560. So to earn $5,000, very simple. You just have 10 sets of those 20 people, right? Very simple. You don't have to wait 10 years to earn that kind of money. If you do it now, you earn it now. Simple. Okay, next slide, please. Now, AFC is using binary. We already talked about that slide. Next slide, please. Okay, and then, of course, first, if you do not have the success story, share your leader's story, people who are really successful. People always like to see something that are connected to them, like this, a young guy, only 20, millennial, 20-some years old, not very educated, like, you know, next slide, background, and then you know, why do you need to earn bonus daily? Because we need to eat daily, right? Next slide. And then, you know, out of totally like, you know, he just joined the business from 2020 to 2022. That 2 years he earned so much money. He earned like about close to 200,000 US dollars, 200,000 over dollars within the 2 years, right? Plus the bonus, end of the year bonus, about $125,000. Okay, young kid, but he was already married. Next slide, please. So you share story after story. So we're not going to go through this. Next slide, please. Yeah, then you have yearly bonus, right? You need to memorize this, right? The reason why I show is you need to memorize, you need to know a little bit about it. Next slide, next slide. Yeah, so, this is basically like how many pairs, right? The pairing, one rubies at the on the left and the right is one pair. 500 pair, not 100 pair are done by you. You sponsor people, people sponsor people, okay? And if it hits 100, that means you get that bonus. The more people you help, the more money you get. Okay, next slide. So the highest will be that, Bushido, 30,000 pairing in a year. They give you, our calendar starts from 1st of October until 20 at the end of September. So you have 1 year to achieve that. So the more people, the faster you recruit people, the faster you will get it. Okay, so that's what I earned, on my second year actually. Praise God, because because of the pledge, I made the pledge to God. If you bless me, Lord, if you open the door, I will give 50% to Angel Dome. So God bless me because God is a businessman. I said, okay, I will invest in you, right? So that's me. I don't know about you. So that's how much I earned the 2021 October. Okay, for the bonus alone, end of year. Next slide, please. Now this is an example of a mobile stockist, right? Why? Because the reason why people are not interested to join you, because if you knock on doors, you don't have a place. This is just like an office, where people can actually look for you and then they try the products and then you scan them or weigh them, something like that. But this is an example in a consignment stockist in Semarang. Next slide. Some people make it like this, like a cafe where you can do presentation, like sitting down with people, talk to them, like sharing story, and then they say, okay, I will join you. And then they sign up there and get the products. Next slide, please. Summary is you need to know the cycle of success, know what you want, right? Know the marketing plan, attract 20 people to earn the first $12,000 and 40 people to earn your first $10,000. Not 10,000 every month, though, your first $10,000. Duplicate to 5 people left and right, right? When you duplicate that, wow, you won't believe. 5 duplicate to 555 again. It's amazing, right? Plus, you plug your people into the support system. What is support system? Zoom in English, follow up with video calls, how to do training, focus on achieve everything, qualification, and then training over and over again. That's it. It's a very simple business. Next slide, please. That's it. That's it. Decide what you want to achieve now, April 2022. Let's go break new record. Mwah. Love you all. I'm done. See you again. Back to Sinta, please.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much, Sis Ennie. What do you think, everyone? Isn't she unbelievable? She is so great, so humble, and giving her time to share from her heart, her experience. So we thank you so much, and we thank you for everyone that stay until the end. You will be blessed.
Let's go.
It will be your year. Get ready, everyone. How about if we take a picture together? Get your video on. We'll do a picture together. Are we all ready? Video on, picture on.
Yeah, so let me teach you to work smart. Even if you don't speak good English, use this to help you. If you have a member from overseas, let them listen to the recording. You will reaping result like crazy.
Definitely. Let's take one picture. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Well done. Thank you. The recording will be out, and then just share it to people.